What's new in San Diego in 2022? Find out next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the San Diego series. This is the first video I'm filming here in San Diego in 2022. And we are going to be talking about what's new around San Diego in 2022. Right now we are here at the Rady Shell at Jacobs Park, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about a few concerts that are going around here and what's happening around January with the case rates going higher here in San Diego. As of January 5th, 2022, mask mandates indoors are definitely in full effect, and there are shortages at restaurants and other places because the rates have spiked up once again over here at the Rady Shell at Jacobs Park. Later on in the year, we're gonna get Olivia Rodrigo coming here for her Sour tour. Shout out to her. She is half Filipina from Temecula, just north of San Diego. She's just one of the biggest pop stars in the game right now. Filipina extraordinaire Leah Salonga is gonna be performing here, so that's gonna be very exciting. In the past, before it was Rady Shell, it was a soundstage, and I did go to an all-star game party here on the day of the all-star game in 2016, and Jason Derulo just happened to be playing over here. Check out the Rady Shell. I bet the sound here is amazing. All right, Jaycationers, so what's next for what's new in 22 in San Diego is the Blue Line from UTC to Old Town. Now, the Blue Line in its entirety expands all the way from UTC down to the San Ysidro border, but now there are 9 new stops that starts from UTC. This is the Nobel Drive stop in La Jolla Village Square. There will also be stops over in Claremont Drive and all the way down to Old Town, and then from Old Town you can get to downtown San Diego, you can get to Santee, you get to Mission Valley to the new Snapdragon Stadium. So it really does help people that are either going to school here in UCSD or working over at one of the hospitals here in La Jolla. There it is. One last thing is you're gonna need to buy a Pronto card. It's a nice plastic card that you can refill and hop on. It's $2.50 each ride. You can grab them at any of the machines here, either at a trolley stop or anywhere else around San Diego where the red trolley stops by. All right, Jaycationers, let's move on to the next spot. So right behind me is the Mormon Temple here in San Diego. It's beautiful to see it from this trolley stop in Nobel Drive. The next place I want to talk about is Hawk and Chick, which is a restaurant opened up by pro skateboarder and San Diegan Tony Hawk and a Michelin-starred chef. It's over in Encinitas. If you want a new place to check out in North County, in San Diego and Encinitas, check out Hawk and Chick. Next up is here in Mission Bay. This is the Mission Bay Beach Club, which was renovated throughout the last couple years. My friend Joel told me about it, so shout out to Joel. Now there is a nice cafe here called Super Bloom, and they have nice Adirondack chairs, tables where you can hang out, look at the view of the beautiful bay, look at the view of the old trailer park island that used to be here in Mission Bay that is now closed down. And it's just a great spot to hang out. It's right off the 5 freeway, so if you just needed to take a little break and have a coffee, this is a nice spot to check out. So definitely come over here to the Mission Bay Beach Club. All right, Jaycationers, so just down the road is SeaWorld San Diego, and opening up in March of 2022 is the Emporer dive roller coaster, which is going to be one of the craziest roller coasters to come to San Diego. Now, I've rode on Manta Ray, Electric Eel, and the Atlantis ride, but this one I heard is going to add a whole new level of extreme at SeaWorld San Diego. So that's really cool that they're adding roller coasters to SeaWorld, because we are looking for adrenaline here in San Diego, and those roller coasters, especially like Manta Ray, are a definite adrenaline rush. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Just hanging out here, checking out the beautiful views of Mission Bay. The next spot I want to talk about is Sesame Place, which is opening down in Otay Mesa. Sesame Place is a new theme park here in San Diego, and it's more geared towards the little kids, of course, but you know, your parents are gonna have to go there and watch the kids, so there's got to be a few adult things that you can do to enjoy while you're waiting for your kids to play around over at the old aquatic park down there near the amphitheater. In the past, I've gone to see concerts over at the amphitheater. I've actually seen Coldplay there in the past, which was awesome. It was amazing. It was during their X and Y tour, I believe. Sesame Place is opening up in 2022. Expect a video for that at some point during the year. And if you have kids, we might do a video on things for kids to do in San Diego or things for families to do in San Diego. So stay tuned for that. Comment below if you want to see that. For the next new thing in San Diego, we're headed out to Old Town. Now it's not quite out with the old, in with the new. Right across the street is the Old Town Transit Center. And late last year, they actually just started a service to San Diego Airport. It's called the San Diego Flyer. Now the San Diego Flyer is a free electric shuttle bus that starts at 4:45 in the morning, runs about every 25 to 30 minutes and gets you over to San Diego International Airport, and it runs up until about 12:30 at night. If you're looking for a cheap way to get to San Diego International Airport, you don't want to Uber, you want to save some money, and you can take the trolley down to Old Town, you can park over here or take the trolley over here and hop the San Diego Flyer. If you're finding value in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. It really helps distribute it throughout YouTube. If you're looking for San Diego, Las Vegas, and world content, please comment down below exactly what you want to see me filming in 2022. Please consider subscribing. I have a ton of amazing content to come this year. And thank you for supporting Jaycation just by watching this video. And now back to what to expect in San Diego in 2022. All right, Jaycationers, so next on the list for what's new in 2022 in San Diego is Malibu Farm, opening in the summer of this year here at Seaport Village. Now, there are locations of Malibu Farm up in LA, Orange County area, but this one here in San Diego is going to be a brand spanking new one in one of the cooler places. I think this used to be a steakhouse back in the day that I used to grow up seeing, and I was like, whoa, this is way too expensive for my taste. So if you want to check out Malibu Farm and the rest of Seaport Village is continuing to upgrade itself, and it's once again becoming one of the must-see tourist destinations in San Diego. Also, go check out the Something Sweet shop owned by my friends Christian and Gina. You'll also find some Jaycation gear at some point during the year over there, maybe the Jaycation junk brand headbands. So make sure you check that out and stay tuned, because when I unveil my 2022 Hidden Gems video later this month, there's going to be a place here that's a hidden gem involving sardines. You'll see what I mean in that video. Now, on the restaurant side of things, there are 4 new Michelin starred restaurants here in San Diego. There's one at the Grand Del Mar named Addison, and there's a French restaurant in Carlsbad called Jeanette Jolie. I totally butchered that. That's why I failed French in junior high, but that's another one. So there's a place called Soichi and Sushi Tadokoro around here in the downtown San Diego area. The next place I want to talk about that's new in San Diego, well, it opened in the fall of 2021, but it's still really new here in San Diego, is over in National City, and that is Market on 8th. Market on 8th is almost like a Liberty Public Market. They have a ton of food stalls over there. Chef Philip Estevan from White Rice, if you haven't seen my video there with my friend Jess, check it down below. He also owns a few stalls over at Market on 8th. There's also a place there called the Fresh Yard. My friends from Original Good Stock sell their stuff over there as well. They did a collab, and it's just a really cool spot to check out off of 8th in National City. They're really gentrifying that area, so make sure you go check out Market on 8th if you're down in Southside. I'm gonna do a dedicated video to it later on in the year, so stay tuned for that. Now let's move on to the next new thing in San Diego. It's been a minute since I've been on the Reverse Flash, aka my Miles board. Shout out to Rob Rast and Miles board. Let's make a little more of an effort to get on this at some point this year. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is the new petting zoo that is opening up in the San Diego Zoo. There's gonna be a new petting zoo for you to go and check out. There's gonna be a lot of cool new animals, and yeah, I haven't even done a guide to the San Diego Zoo yet. I just need to figure out how to get into the zoo without spending an arm and a leg. But yes, if you're looking for a petting zoo, go check it out. I know they already have a few over at the zoo, but I think there's a brand new one opening up. Next on the list for what's new in 22 is something that's already been here before, and that is the return of Comic-Con. Now, yeah, you're gonna be like, JJ, didn't you do a Comic-Con special edition? Yes, we did, but it was definitely toned down. No movie studios, no TV studios, video games, and all that good stuff. So that was definitely a stripped down version of Comic-Con. In July of 2022, the normal Comic-Con will be back. Hopefully we'll be seeing actors like The Rock, Vanessa Hudgens, and all these other cool people from Shang-Chi, Simu Liu, my new favorite superhero, over here at the convention center. So let's see what happens in 2022. Hopefully we get everything under control by then. Right behind me is Petco Park. You've seen it many a times here on Jaycation. Now in 2022, expect a brand new Padres season with a few new players and a few new eateries to check out over there. And if you haven't seen my Petco Park Eats video yet, make sure you go check that out. There's a lot of... Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, hi, Sam. I'm from Montana.
And I'm Patrick, and subscribe and like to Jaycation. He's got some awesome videos. And
it's amazing when you're planning your trip to San Diego.
Expect there to be a bunch of brand new stalls from local San Diego restaurants and eateries, which is gonna be really cool. Now, there is a MLB lockout going on right now, but we're gonna hope that it gets resolved before the start of the 2022 season. Check out my Petco Park Eats video down below, and let's move on to the next spot, which also happens to be a stadium. Also, Jaycationers, there's definitely some spots I'm gonna miss out on that's new here in San Diego. So comment below if you know any, and help our growing community figure out what's new to do around town. So the final what's new in 2022 is Snapdragon Stadium, which is the new Aztec Stadium and SDSU West. Snapdragon Stadium, which is named after a microchip by Qualcomm, which the old Jack Murphy Stadium used to be called Qualcomm Stadium. They got the naming rights here, and there's gonna be a lot of great local eateries here. Shout out to my friend Sean Walchef, owner of Cali Barbecue. He's gonna be the barbecue restaurant that is gonna be here during Aztec games and San Diego Wave FC games. San Diego Wave FC is something that I'm contemplating getting season tickets to. Not only do they have an awesome logo, but they have Alex Morgan, US soccer star Alex Morgan. She's gonna be headlining the team, the squad over on the pitch here at Snapdragon Stadium. So not only do we have Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, now we have Alex Morgan. I think she lives here in San Diego. So shout out to Alex Morgan for coming over to the SD Wave FC team. Looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to Aztec games. I might even get season tickets to the SD Wave and support my local soccer team. So Snapdragon Stadium, look for it to open later in 2022. Also, Fashion Valley has been doing a few improvements in the middle of the mall around the food court area, and you will find a few new restaurants and stalls. All right, Jaycationers, so that will do it for what's new in San Diego in 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, I definitely missed something because there's always new restaurants, new condominiums, new neighborhoods opening up around town. So make sure you comment that down below so people know. And if you want to join It's Always Sunny in San Diego, which is my Facebook group with over 3.2 thousand San Diego lovers, go check it out. We offer tips, recommendations, and up-to-date news around San Diego. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps distribute it throughout YouTube. Please consider subscribing, as I have a ton of San Diego content to come in 2022, as well as Las Vegas and other parts of the world. Stay tuned for that. And if you want to support Jaycation even more, I'd really appreciate it if you just like this video, but also check out my Patreon, my PayPal, and my Teespring. I offer a ton of Jaycation gear. Also support local business. This hat I'm wearing today is a collab between SDCA Equipment, my boy George, and my homie Moss over at Original Goodstock. So those are two local businesses I love supporting, and I'm rocking that.
In the words of Ron Burgundy, stay traveling, San Diego.